I miss the days of our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Now all we're left with are the spectacular stories of Setup Man. Warning, this is a spoiler video for Spider-Man, so if you have not seen Brand New Day, save this video and come back later. You have been warned. Final Spider-Man video, I swear, then I'm off of this movie. I promise y'all I did not hate Brand New Day. I gave it 3.5 stars, which to me is above average. The last thing I want to get into, and this is probably my personal biggest gripe with this new series of Spider-Man movies, at the end of the day, it all just feels like a bunch of setup for other stuff. Mostly storylines and other franchises that have nothing to do with Spider-Man. And that was especially egregious in this movie. I mean, the new Avengers cameo, Bruce Banner being back in government custody, the Punisher team up, the X-Men of it all. I don't need 10 more Spider-Man movies where he's doing random team ups with other heroes. That's what the Avengers movies are for. We are count them, 4 solo Spider movies in at this point. So why does it feel like they're still teasing me with the Spider-Man movie that I actually want? I kind of brought this up in the last video, but I had to bring it back because I really need to hammer this point down. Where are all the core Spider-Man characters? I'm talking Taskmaster, Black Cat, Dr. Connors, Morbius, Jackal, Hobgoblin, Rhino. Where are y'all at? How about Wraith or Hammerhead or Carnage or Venom, Sandman, Madam Web, Silk, Chameleon? Or we could try giving Tombstone some screen time longer than a video game cutscene. Craven, Mr. Negative. Hell, I'll even settle for J. Jonah Jameson at this point. He was literally in the past 3 Spider-Man movies, and in this one he just disappears. Where did he go? Speaking of Jonah, are we ever going to get the Daily Bugle or Feast? Maybe visit Uncle Ben's grave for once? Can we finally start spending some time at locations that are associated with Spider-Man and his lore? Like, watching him traverse the city and swing past the Avengers Tower doesn't do anything for me anymore. But watching Spider-Man scale a skyscraper, get to the top, and it says Oscorp on the side of it, that is the type of thing that we have been begging for. I would have included Mysterio and Vulture in this conversation, but they already botched those characters. They basically reworked both of their origin stories to make them more Iron Man villains than Spider-Man villains. I mean, ask any comic book nerd that knows ball. Spider-Man has the greatest rogues gallery of villains after Batman, and some might make the argument that Spider-Man's is even more dangerous than Batman's. And I've just been so frustrated with this MCU iteration of Spider-Man because I feel like they truly aren't taking advantage of all these amazing, interesting characters that they could be including in these stories. And you can chalk it up to nostalgia bait, but that's why even to this day, No Way Home is still my favorite MCU Spider-Man movie. Because the movie was centered around different variations of Spider-Man fighting Spider-Man villains. They literally had to borrow villains from previous iterations of the character because the MCU has been so neglectful of all of those characters. I'll leave you with this. Spider-Man Brand New Day is out theaters right now. That is the 4th MCU Spider-Man movie. We're heading into a 5th one that probably won't come out for another 3 or 4 years. And we're still nowhere closer to Spider-Man's biggest 3 foes. Green Goblin, Kingpin, and Doc Ock. Still nowhere to be seen, at least not in this series of movies. Mostly because Fisk has been relegated to Marvel television projects for some reason, and the MCU hasn't given any indication that they're at least going to try to give us a Doc Ock or a Green Goblin. Low-key, because I feel like they're scared they're not going to measure up to the previous takes. But sit with that. Just think to yourself, what if we get to the end of this series of Spider-Man movies and we never get a Green Goblin or Spider-Man even coming face to face with Kingpin? In my opinion, that would be a failure and a complete waste of time.